Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, you know why I do it. It's Sunday morning. It is 5:30 in the AM and it's January 26th. Did I say this has been the longest year and it's only January? And it's only been, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Let's see, 4 weeks. And we are knee deep in just madness. I want to share a couple of 2, 3 things before I get into my message. This poster right here that I'm pointing to is a poster of Oliver Tambo. And Oliver Tambo was one of the candidates in the first free election in South Africa. My sister got this for me some years back when she was a student at Cal. And she had friends, from South Africa. And they brought it back when they came back to school. And I cherish this. I've had this for I want to say almost 25, 30 years. I may be a little off on the timeline, but I've had it for quite a while. This picture right here is a postcard from my sister when she and my nephew visited Africa. She's taken my nephew on some great trips. And yeah, if you can see, my room is decorated in African art and African postcards. This is my little cocoon. So I got my African design pillows. And, I want to steep myself in my culture and knowledge of my people. Now, I share that my DNA, my ancestry is African, primarily from Nigeria and Cameroon, Irish, it's Welsh Irish, and Native American, and near as most of the family indicates, we're most likely Monacan, which is the tribe located in the Virginia area. And Monacans are offshoots of the Sioux Nation and the Lakota Nation. So there you have my ancestry. Now I have some native artifacts. I also have some tiny trinkets that a neighbor bought me from the Seychelles Islands. I have some trinkets from Africa where a bunch of women have a co-op and they sell their crafts. And one of the things that I have is a basket that was created by recycled wire that we use for, electronics. It's a beautiful basket. It's colorful. It's solid. I love these little things. They mean a lot to me. Amen. So there you have a little background on me. The reason I've entitled this a safe space for conversation and not your vitriol is because I posted a little blip from California Governor Gavin Newsom, who is basically saying the state is not for sale. And he was touting our values and what we believe in and what we're protecting. Now, the president came through the other day to see the areas damaged by wildfires. And he basically wanted to compromise. He wanted us to, and by us, I'm saying Californians, which I now am, but I was born and raised in New York, and I shared that. But I live in California now, which makes me a Californian. So the president wanted California to compromise on some serious values in order to obtain FEMA money, which is a government agency, and basically everybody has a right to apply for FEMA money in the event of a national disaster. Doesn't mean they're going to be granted whatever, but what the president was engaged in is straight up extortion. Yeah, let that sink in. Now, given what we know about politics, we know there's a certain amount of give and take. Some deals are made without our knowledge. But this man used a natural disaster where people are struggling as a means of extortion. hmm That's where we are today, folks. I'm going to make you bend to my will because I see a need and I'm exploiting it. That part. Now, as I say this, again, I posted a video. And the very first comment that I received, I don't even recall the screen name because I deleted and blocked the individual. But it was, he's not fit to be governor. He's not fit because he's protecting education. Explain that to me. He's not fit because he's protecting birthrights. Explain that to me. He's not fit because he understands the concept of, many people had opportunities to accept certain jobs, but they wouldn't. So I understand the value of the labor force that we have. Explain that to me. See, what you're saying is there are some people that are expendable, but you want the same, I want to say rights and privileges without change, but you're doing away with a whole part of the community that made these things available to you. So it's like saying I'm right-handed, so I'm going to cut off my right arm and struggle with my left. But I want all the same stuff that my right arm provided. No, there are going to be some changes, folks. Don't be silly. There are going to be some drastic changes. And for this group, the change equates to money. I never in my life thought I would become political on a global level. I was radical in my own everyday space. But now I have to be radical on a global level because I see that we have a faction of folks who don't know what to do because they have not had the opportunity for education. And then we have a faction of folks who just don't care. But again, want the same benefits. Again, I'm begging you to come together because this impacts us all. Black, white, red, yellow, green with purple polka dots. it impacts us all. And we need to come together to say, this cannot happen.